The Vital series has been around for almost 2 years now and has had many releases despite the fact that the toy series is still fairly young. So let's look at each model that has currently been released and which ones that I would recommend. But first up, let's look at the content cards, the DIM cards, the Vital Bracelet memories, the BE memories, just to see what the compatibility is like for each version. So the original Vital Bracelet Digital Monster, the Digivice V, and the Vital Hero can load up any DIM card. They can also run VBMs with limited compatibility, which I've covered in a video before going over the compatibility between the Vital Bracelet Character series and the Vital Bracelet Digital Monster series. The Vital Bracelet characters can load up VBM cards and also, again, DIM cards, but with limited compatibility. The most recent Vital Bracelet release is the Vital Bracelet BE, which can run all DIMs, VBMs, and BEMs. Furthermore, there is no region locking, so you can run the US released DIM cards in a Japanese Vital Bracelet and vice versa. The first Vital Bracelet that was released was the Vital Bracelet Digital Monster, and it was released in black, white, and a Bandai premium exclusive bright green. I honestly wouldn't recommend any of the original Digimon Vital Bracelets because it was much improved upon by various quality of life additions with the Digivice V and then again with the BE. However, the one thing that the Vital Bracelet Digital Monsters does do better than the Digivice V, or most releases of the Digivice V, is you can actually unlock DIM cards. So the original Vital Bracelet Digital Monster had a feature where DIM cards were basically locked to one Vital Bracelet. And for the Digivice V, it meant that you could only have it on 3 Digivice Vs and 1 Vital Bracelet Digital Monster. The first release of the Digivice V, so released October 2021 and not much later, also can do this feature, but all Digital Monster Vital Bracelets can do it. I went over the process on how to unlock DIM cards so you can use them on more Vital Bracelets in a older video, but remember, it's only the older Digital Monster Vital Bracelet and the Digivice V that was released in October 2021 and nothing else. Of course, this isn't relevant because, as far as I'm aware, the BE doesn't have such locking functionality anyway. But that's basically the only reason you'd probably want a Vital Bracelet Digital Monster as opposed to anything else. Then we saw the Digivice V, Vital Hero, which is the US release of the Vital Bracelet Digivice V, and of course the Vital Bracelet characters, which all have the same programming in terms of functionality other than the card compatibility that I mentioned earlier. The Digivice V, however, does seem to have a problem that the buttons might break after about a year or so of use. This happened in my case and a few others, and it's kind of a shame and a little bit annoying, but so basically just, if you do have a Digivice V, be very careful when you press the buttons because at some point they'll just stop working, and it's happened to enough people where I can imagine there might be a problem. So far I haven't heard anything similar about the Vital Hero or the Vital Bracelet characters or the BE, but the Vital Hero was more of a recent release. Vital Bracelet characters are not as popular as the Digimon ones, and of course the BE was also just released itself, so that can change, but it is confirmed that the Digivice V does have that button issue that I just mentioned. I'd recommend getting the Vital Hero if you live in America and can't or don't want to import from Japan, or if you just want the exclusive DIM cards that come packaged with it. So this is of course referring to the Wolf Howl Dinosaur Roar DIM cards that were exclusive to the Vital Hero release and can't be bought separate from the Vital Hero. However, if you don't live in America, they are quite pricey to import, or you have to find an American friend who can send you one, which I was able to get a friend, Neo, to send me his Dinosaur Roar DIM card because he only wanted the red band. So I lucked out there, but overall they're just exclusive to America, again, there's no region locking, so you can use these DIM cards on the Japanese release, and of course you can use the Japanese release DIM cards on the Vital Hero US release. So there is that, but overall I don't think I'd really recommend the Vital Hero that much unless you live in America and you don't want to import from Japan. And that's about it there. As far as I'm aware, the Vital Hero hasn't been announced anywhere else, which is, I guess, to be expected now we have the BE, but it's still kind of a shame that we didn't get a wider release with the Vital Hero. And now, as of late 2021, we have the latest edition of the Vital Bracelet, which is the Vital Bracelet BE, which I would definitely recommend picking up over the older releases. Not only is it more water resistant than previous models, it can run all cards across the older releases, and it supports the updating of firmware via microSD card, which I've gone over the process in a previous video. However, the BE itself was released in various different colours and designs, from black and white standard ones to ones themed after various anime franchises. The standard white and black bands do not come with cards, however, so I'd only recommend this one if you have other cards from earlier releases, or if you plan on buying more BE memories down the track. So, I do like the BE. I have made it clear in all my other videos that I do think the BE is a good step. There are a few issues that I do have with the Vital Bracelet BE, such as the adventure mode for the BE memories not being as smooth as it is for the DIM memories, but otherwise I do like the BE. The new app, of course, supports all older models as well as the BE. The older app, which is being discontinued in March, however, does not support the BE, so you will have to use the new app eventually anyway. So basically, everything is compatible with the new app. I've had a few comments asking me whether or not the BE is compatible with the old app, and the answer is no, but again, it's being discontinued in March anyway, so you can't really expect it being worked on more at all, because, yeah, it's only 2 months, as of recording this, it's 2 months away. So, yes, I would recommend the BE. The Digivice V, or the Dual V, and the other anime releases do, however, come with BE memories, but everything can be bought separately, which is something I really do appreciate about the BEs that we've had so far, is that there are really not that many exclusive BE memories that can't be sold separately, except of course for the Digimon DIM, which is just kind of like a bonus if you pre-ordered the Dual V, but otherwise everything else can be bought separately, which is much nicer than the original Digital Monster Vital Bracelet, which had Impulse City, and you can only have the Impulse City DIM card if you bought either a Vital Hero with one or the Digital Monster Vital Bracelet original release, having it come with it. So that's kind of a shame. That means that you can't actually have Pulsemon unless you buy an older Vital Bracelet. Unless, of course, there's the Sprite one that comes on the 25th anniversary one. But I'm talking about actual, like, full version of Pulsemon. You're basically out of luck unless they release another BE memory with Pulsemon on it. So overall, yes, I would recommend picking up the Vital Bracelet BE. It's got a lot of quality of life improvements. However, of course, you will likely have to import it. I know that Bandai Shop UK is going to be selling it at some point early this year, but I'm in Australia, so for me, I have to basically import everything unless they release it locally. So Vital Bracelet BE is definitely the one I'd recommend, unless you can't import or it's too pricey, and then I'd still recommend the Digivice V, but again, there's a lot of quality of life improvements that the BE has that the Digivice V doesn't, especially because, and this is an important point, the Digivice V and all the pre-BE Vital Bracelets have this option for special trophies, because you need a certain number of trophies to evolve your Digimon, and it only gives you a few each day, so you have to use special trophies that you get from the app. However, with the app closing down, there's no more ways to get special trophies, as this was completely replaced with getting squats, doing squats and getting PP on the BE. So there is that extra level of difficulty with the older Vital Bracelets once the old app closes down, because as of recording this, the new app doesn't actually have a way to send off special missions, which feels like an oversight with the new app. I have a lot of problems with the new app, but hopefully it gets updated and improved over time. But in any case, that's basically a rundown of all the Vital Bracelet releases, and yes, I would recommend the most recent one in most cases. So let me know your thoughts, or if you have any other questions that I haven't addressed in this video, in the comment section below. Like this video for this super cool band. I would definitely recommend the 25th anniversary over all the other BE releases, because I just really appreciate how it hasn't quite got a screen protector, but it's got some extra room there. So if I were to bash it against a wall, it would get the outside case rather than the actual screen itself. So I do appreciate that. So that's definitely my favourite version of the Vital Bracelet BE, but it's a matter of opinion. You might prefer the Dual V, you might prefer getting the standard one and buying some extra straps so you can replace the straps and kind of customize it yourself, which is also nice that they're letting us customize it. But anyway, so like this video for this super cool nostalgic band, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!